What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today I decided to do this video outside because we were talking about anxiety and heat. It is the 4th of freaking July. So here in East Texas, we are over 100 degrees every single day. So I definitely have the experience of dealing with anxiety and dealing with hot weather. It seems like those two just don't go together. So I'm going to give you my experience. Why this happens. It was important for me to know why things cause anxiety, or how does anxiety cause this, right? It helped me with acceptance. It helped me with the whole process, getting my awareness up. But most importantly, I'm going to share with you some awesome tips to help you out as well. And since it is 4th of July, I'm going to run a sale today. Just use code 4th of July to help you save some money on my course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp, that's helping so many people out there. If you want a step-by-step process, my blueprint on how I personally overcame panic disorder, health anxiety, generalized anxiety disorder. It took me a long time, but I eventually fully recovered 100%. That's why I make these videos. You want to be a part of that course. You also get tons of downloadables. My ebook is included with that. You're going to get a daily routine, diet cheat sheet. There's so many things packed into that course, close to 100 videos that will take you step by step. You can get that today for $47 if you use that code. So take advantage of that. You're going to have till the end of the day. So hopefully that can help you guys out. I'll put that information down below in the description and in the first pinned comment. So like I said, I live in East Texas, and today is supposed to be 101 with a heat index of 110, right? It's 4th of July. There's festivities going on. People are doing fireworks. People are having barbecues. People are doing things outside. It's an outdoors type holiday, all right? If you're in the United States, obviously you're familiar with this. But there's a lot of fun stuff that's supposed to be going on today, but it is hot, right? And if you are a hypersensitive person because of anxiety, this can be very, very triggering, which I'm going to get to the tips in a little bit. But just to relate with you guys, this would have been the worst case scenario for me during my 5-year struggle. It got better as time went on throughout my journey, but the first 2 to 2.5 years, I had bad cardiophobia. So the heat would make my heart rate go up. It would make my blood pressure go up, and I would feel my chest start to tighten as my stress response started to get deeper in a progression. And then, of course, you get triggered into an anxiety attack or a panic attack, and then all the symptoms come out, and then it just makes the situation terrible. So from early June through mid-September, we're anywhere from 95 to 110 degrees. And then the heat index is just a step higher than that because I live in a humid environment, right? And it didn't help that I was a big sweater. It doesn't take much for me to sweat. I'm risking having to throw this hat away by doing this video outside today, but I thought I'd, kind of set the mood with what the video is about, and it's 4th of July, so what the hell, But I remember planning my life around that 7 to 10 day forecast, and not because of the rain. Hell, I wanted it to rain. I wanted it to be cloudy because if I went outside and it was over 90 degrees and I was out there for more than 5 to 10 minutes, I knew my vitals would go up and I'd start to stress out and it would trigger me. I was so convinced that I had a heart problem that I thought heat alone would cause me to have a heart attack. I struggled with taking hot showers. I actually started to take lukewarm showers, and then eventually I found out that cold showers really helped me, and they're great for anxiety. If you never tried a cold shower, try it out. But I felt suffocated in the shower, so I would take the quickest warm or hot shower you've ever heard of. I'm washing everything, trying to hurry up and get out of there in a minute and a half because I felt like I was going to die naked in the shower because of the heat. So heat was a huge freaking trigger. I used to do outdoor sports and stuff like that, flag football, just basketball, pickup basketball. I loved to fish, and whenever I was younger, I did a little bit of hunting back then. I love to be outside, I love to be outside. I was not doing these things during that cardiophobia portion of my health anxiety. As sad as it sounds, if we let anxiety get out of control, it starts to take a lot of things away from us that we're passionate about. And being outside was one of those things that I loved. I loved cooking on the grill, I loved just sitting around a bunch of people and having a beer or two, And since it's warm here most of the time, I felt like I couldn't do that. Something else I loved to do that I stopped doing was golf. And it was after I had a bad experience going out with my friends, and we were in the middle of a golf round, and I had to leave. I felt panicked, and I basically forced the person that I was there with to have to leave, and I know that he wasn't too thrilled about that, and it was embarrassing for me. So just know that whatever you're going through as far as like heat causing you to be anxious or to feel a certain way, just at least understand that I've been in your shoes And especially with where I live, I mean, there might be somebody watching from Death Valley or Phoenix or Arizona, or maybe somebody in the Sahara Desert or some of these other places in the world that are a little bit hotter than here. But just know that I live in a moist and warm environment that gets really, really hot a few months out of the year, that I can relate with what you're going through. Okay, so why does anxiety cause you to feel anxious? Big part of this right now, guys, hypersensitivity. You are more sensitive to anything and everything pretty much because of your anxiety and because of all the time and practice you put into focusing on your body and the sensations and symptoms that you have, that you feel things so much more than this person over here. And I'm here to tell you, heat will make even somebody that doesn't deal with anxiety feel uncomfortable, right? Make them irritable, make them anxious, you know, make them agitated. So if it can do that to somebody over here that doesn't have an anxiety disorder, what do you think it can do to you? So it can affect your mood even more. You know, you're gonna feel that heat on your skin even more because you're sensitive. Your nerves are sensitive. You have a sensitive nervous system, right? So you feel things so much more than other people. Like, guys, I'm not even kidding. And I've made a couple TikToks about this. You are a superhero, basically, that has a superpower of feeling things that somebody else possibly couldn't even feel in your body. All right? So when you start throwing in extreme temperatures, especially when it comes to heat, and then you throw the humidity on top of that, you're feeling everything so much more. So hypersensitivity, right, is one of the biggest reasons that you're affected by the heat more so than people that don't have an anxiety disorder. Something else that happens when you get hot, your cortisol levels go up. That's going to cause a lot of other things in your body. Your vitals start to go up. I talked about me having cardiophobia. So the first thing that I would notice, I'd start to sweat. I was a heavy sweater. That didn't help the situation. It would make me anxious because I didn't want to be gross before I got to where I was going to go. I would literally have to bring a rag to like wipe sweat off of my head or whatever before I would get to where I was going. So that didn't help. But I was then noticed that my heart rate would start to go up. You know, when you're getting hot and everything, your vitals start to elevate. Whenever that would happen, it could trigger me into having my blood pressure go up. I could feel my blood pressure go up. I would then have palpitations, okay? And then my chest would start to tighten up, and I literally would think that the heat alone was going to cause me to have a heart attack, or that I was going to faint, or I was going to have sudden death or something, cardiac arrest. So what do you think happened then? All it takes is one of these little symptoms for us to take the bait on, and then we open Pandora's box with an anxiety attack or a panic attack. So that's what's going on, guys. The heat is spiking up the cortisol. It's causing your vitals to be elevated. And then you combine that with your hypersensitivity, it makes it very difficult. So as far as tips, guys, I was able to beat this issue. You know, I was a lot better even towards the end of my anxiety journey, where I wasn't really dealing with this too much. It did help that I got past my cardiophobia and I wasn't worried about my heart or my heart-related symptoms. But it's gonna be a mixture of preparation and exposure, and then most importantly, patience, okay? The first thing that I want you to do is to stop planning your life around the temperature. Stop avoiding it. It will not get better if you avoid. And that's what I did for so long. I avoided the things that I loved, the things that I was passionate about. What you're doing by avoiding is you're saying, yes, heat is dangerous. If I'm hot again, please give me a huge plethora or intense symptoms to make sure I don't go out into the hot weather again. So understand that the message that you're sending by avoiding things and planning your life around the heat is not gonna make it better at all. So I want you to start trying, okay? And I get this is hard. You have to start trying to getting back to the things that you love, even if the temperatures are going to be hot. Now, this is where preparation comes into play, okay? There are measures that you can take, okay? A lot of you are chronically dehydrated. I read somewhere that anywhere from like 75 to 85% of the world is chronically dehydrated. That doesn't help. If you're a hypersensitive person, you're gonna be more hypersensitive to even the slightest levels of dehydration. You need to be hydrating the night before. I used to work at a warehouse. They told us that hydration starts the night before. You need to make sure that you are hydrating a lot before that next day comes where you have something planned outdoors, right? So make sure that you're hydrated. The morning of, you need to hydrate even more. Stop consuming a lot of caffeine or things that are going to dehydrate you, things that are diuretics. That's not going to do you any freaking favors whenever you get out to the golf course, or if you get out to the lake, you know, or going to a fireworks show, or whatever you have planned, right? Hydration is huge. I struggled with that. You know, I would drink a lot of beer one night, and then I'd get up the next day and I'd wonder why the heat is really affecting me, because I was dehydrated last night. I didn't hydrate enough this morning. Now I'm sweating. So hydration is key. Now, there are a lot of other little hacks and things that can help you get through, because what I want you to do is face your fear of being in heat. That's what this is. We have an association with heat that's developed now. So now you just need things to help you out. So hydration is just safe. You need that, okay? So now some things to help you out: ice towels, ice packs, ice, coolers, cold drinks, sugar-free popsicles. Make sure that you are stocked up on that crap, guys. Bring it with you. Bring it with you wherever you're going. And if that can help you get through to build some confidence, things will get better. Exposure is huge. That's why I want you to stop avoiding, because if you keep on avoiding, you're just sending that message that this environment's dangerous. Once you start going, the subconscious starts saying, well, you know, that older version of myself, or the conscious mind is saying that things are going to be safe and things are going to be okay. I still don't fully trust them or her, but you know what? He's consistent, or she's consistent. They go back and back and back again, and they're trying to prove to me that things are okay. So over time, your subconscious will realize what you're doing, and it'll stop being as sensitive to the heat. And of course, there's a lot of other things that go into, you know, getting past anxiety. You have to be doing those things too. Your life has to change. You need a routine. You know, you need to be doing exposure. You need to be facing your fears and all the other categories as well to overall get your anxiety to go down, because you have to desensitize. So desensitize. I talked about cold showers. I believe I touched on that earlier in the video. Cold showers, okay? That's huge. That'll help desensitize you. Take a cold shower in the morning before you head off as well. So hydrate, cold shower, get a workout in, get some of that nervous energy out of your body, and then go on about your day, all right? Whatever you have planned, you need to start living your life and exposing yourself to that. I promise things get better once you stop avoiding. So stop avoiding, be prepared, challenge yourself with exposure, plan more things. I'd plan something on a hot day. If you're hydrated, you know, you're gonna be okay, all right? But bring things to keep you cool. Ice packs, I'm telling you, ice packs, just a chest full of ice water, and just ice in general, all that stuff, ice towels, all those things come in handy, and they will help get you through so you can build that confidence. So if you made it this far in the video, let's do an awesome positive affirmation in the comment section. Go down below, and in the comment section, I want you to type in all caps, I will beat the heat. I will beat the heat. I believe in you guys. If I was able to overcome all this, I know you can. Mine was really, really bad. I suffered for years, and that's why I make these videos, guys. Just apply what I tell you in these videos. Things do get better. And again, take advantage of Elite Anxiety Bootcamp in the description and in the first pinned comment. And remember to use the code 4th of July, all right? Don't type any spaces before or after. It'll say invalid. But you get that whole freaking course, 100 videos, all the downloadables, my ebook, the routines, the affirmations, the cheat sheets, everything that you need to get started for just $47. You're not going to find an anxiety course with that much packed into it for $47 freaking dollars. So take advantage of that. That runs through the end of the day. Down below in the description, there's also going to be links for online therapy. There's going to be my coaching info, social medias, Facebook groups, all that good stuff. But until next time, guys, keep fighting. I love you all.